Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to Smartass. This is episode 4. We are a month deep, and we are going stronger than ever. I'm a billionaire. I am a billionaire now. You know, you would think, oh, clearly he made $1 billion off of his podcast. I mean, it's fucking great. We'll call it what it is. We'll call an ace an ace. We'll call a heart a heart. He's probably a billionaire from the podcast. The podcast is fucking great, but no, you'd be incorrect. And if you had to guess how somebody in 2021 gets rich overnight, the only answer would be from memes. And that would make sense, you know, from memes, right? What other currency do we have left in this world besides memes? That's like friendships are based on memes. People just sending them back and forth to each other. Relationships are built on memes. It's just like, oh, well, you know, like we send memes to each other. You know, like we're things are picking up between us. He sent a pretty sexual meme to me the other day, and I replied with another sexual meme back. So things are getting meme is the global currency, is what I'm trying to say. And one of them actually turned into a currency. And that is how I made my fortune, everybody. I made just under $1 billion on Dogecoin this week. Thank you very much. So I will not be speaking to any friends I had previously or family for the most part. Pretty much anybody I knew from my past life. I'm a billionaire now. Now you got to do billionaire things. You need to start hanging around with different types of people, and that doesn't include the gross people you knew before you had money. People without money? Ew. Are you going to be on your yacht, with somebody that can't afford a yacht? You know, when you're reading books about how to make yourself a better person, it says, you know, you're the sum of like the 5 people you spend the most time with. You can't have them around. You just can't. You can't be taking those kind of risks in 2021 when you got $1 billion. You got to hang out with only other rich people. I wanted to start hanging out with Bill Gates. He seems like he's doing a lot of fun stuff. I'd like to, you know, learn about some of that stuff. I'm into making medicines for people. Even though I made a computer company, even though I made my money off a meme, I'd like to, you know, start putting stuff in people's bodies. Why not? I'll see what happens. Seems fun. But yes, I'm a Dogecoin billionaire. Yes, my family now, generations from now, my children will be, you know, still in castles and in these private schools and with the wealthiest families in the world. And they'll just be like, how did your family amass your fortune? They'd be like, well, my father, or my great-great-grandfather, genius man. Well, let me back up a little bit. There was this man called Elon Musk, and he was kind of weird. He would just, you know, blow rockets up and, you know, dig underneath Los Angeles. And people thought it was fucking awesome because he also had electrical cars and people were like, oh, those are cool. So he started just tweeting about this Dogecoin currency thing. And nobody had really thought much of it before. And once he started tweeting about it, the value of it went up. So my great-great-grandfather amassed such a great amount of this currency that eventually, when the value of this currency became the global standard, he was now worth $784 billion. And that brings us here today. This is why we have 10 castles. This is why we have slaves on this property that we don't call slaves, because apparently people are still kind of iffy about that. And it's 200 years later. People are still kind of like, hey, I don't know, watch it with that slave stuff. Use a different word. Like for instance, yeah, like technically, I guess they're not slaves. We pay them $15 an hour. Minimum. It's minimum, right? So that's what they get. It's like one guy's out back literally shoveling shit, and for no reason. It doesn't benefit us at all. We've just, because we can pay him to do that. Yeah, $15 an hour is what we give him, but he thinks it's a job and it's not slavery. Idiot. If only his ancestors were as smart as mine were. But yeah, so I mean, Dogecoin, Jesus Christ. I mean, what is the point of trying to work and trying to, save money and like buy a house and do all this shit when there's just literal teenagers that like will just make $3 million off of fucking, like, you don't even know what's going on. Like, could you imagine trying to explain Dogecoin to a 50-year-old man from small town like Canada? He's just been working in a factory. And you're just like, okay. So there's cryptocurrency. You know Bitcoin, right? You've probably heard that one. So this one's kind of like that, but also not at all. There's not really much to it at all. But people think it's funny because, Doge. People are like, ha ha ha. Yeah, I know. Right. People are dumb. Right. Correct. Hey, you don't need to, you don't need to use that word, but yes, people are dumb. That's true. But yeah, so people just thought it was hilarious. So they just kept buying it. And yeah, now it's worth more than the dollar that you've been, slaving away for your entire life. The dollar that you're receiving. Yeah. Bunch of teenagers and Elon Musk thought it was hilarious to, drive up the value of this non-existent dog meme coin. And yeah, now we're all rich and, I don't know. You're probably gonna get cancer, and it's unfortunate. It sucks, but hey man, you should have got into crypto. Hey, 55-year-old dude from a town of the population of 2,500, you should have got into crypto, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, I'm obviously joking. I didn't make $1 billion. I know a few of you were just like, "Wow, god damn it!" And that's like they were looking at me and they're just like, "Wow, so that's how the other half lives." Fucking those people, man. Nothing fucking drives me insane like that. I just see somebody doing something, it's like, wow. So this is how the other half lives. That fucking guy, if you are around one of those guys, get rid of him. Don't fucking speak to that guy. That guy's so annoying. And you don't need that. You don't need that energy in your life. You don't need that. Oh, wow. Wow. If only I could have, if I even had half the amount of money these guys have. This is the other. Oh, wow. Well, just a fucking aw shucks kind of guy. Oh, damn. So this is how the rich live, huh? Wow, must be nice. It's like, dude, will you shut the fuck up? It's not our fault you don't know how to do anything. Been on the planet for 60 years. You never don't know how to fucking do anything. It's not our fault. Don't know how to make money. Jesus. Walk around. Oh, shucks. If only I was so lucky. But, yeah, crypto people need to fucking relax also. Like, there's people, like me. I just started and like literally dabbling. Like, I'll be like, I'll throw $25 in this. Like, I don't even know if you consider that a dabble. I'm sprinkling. I'm salt baying cryptos, a couple bucks here, couple bucks there. And that's all I did with Dogecoin. Who knew that this was going to happen? But crypto bros need to fucking relax when they're just like, hey man, no, if you have any of the Canadian dollar, that's a fucking waste. It's a useless currency and it's backed by nothing. And there's literally nothing to it. It's just like, hey man, I have to pay rent and get gasoline. I'm sorry they don't take Dogecoin at the Chevron. Can you fucking relax? I need to give them Canadian dollars so that I can get gas and go to work and pay my rent. Not everybody has a setup where their fucking aunt died or something and they're allowed to live in their basement and just sit on the computer fucking gathering cryptos. Chill out. People need to also exist in the real world. It's not just the fucking crypto world all the time. Hey, bro. Oh, you have a savings account? Wow. You have a tax-free, you have an RRSP. Oh my God. You may as well just throw your money into a trash bin, light it on fire, and throw it in the street. That would almost be better than keeping it in an RRSP. Just saying, dude. Bro, I'm just saying, man. Dude, can you fucking chill out, man? That doesn't make any sense. What do you do? Have you ever gone out to buy coffee? They don't take polka dot. They're just not telling you, hey, that's going to be 0.000145 Ethereum for that coffee. I don't know what to tell you. It's like, yeah, put everything in cryptos. It's like, or I don't. And you know what? We'll see. We'll just fucking see. But relax on, like, you figured out the entire world. I understand. You're trying to help and you believe it. I get it. It's great. And I'm dabbling too. I'm with you. But also, like I said, chill the fuck out. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. People are going to continue to have Canadian and other dollars. And because that's kind of the way the world works right now. Unless you want me to give you the Litecoin, I'll give you the XRP. I'll give you the what are some other ones? I mean, there's one I saw straight up called like sushi. So what are we doing here? The fuck is going? Like, I mean, I'll give you the sushi coin, and then you go up the street and get me the coffee and bring it to me. Is that what you want to do? All right. Jesus, speaking of crypto worlds and, I mean, I know people did because it's just, Jesus Christ. The Triller event last night of Jake Paul versus Ben Askren in the boxing match for the ages. Wow, folks. I mean, I would not miss this one. I would skip my sister's wedding for an event like this. I would miss my grandmother's funeral for an event like this. I would miss my mother's funeral for an event like this. Wow. Ben Askren versus Jake Paul. What an absolute shit show of an event. Like, I was watching the UFC fights on the side because, you know, there was real fights happening. I'm a fight guy. I want to watch actual fights. I'm not watching 40-year-old men fighting each other, and then the D'Amelio sisters come out and are like handing them a belt, and these guys are like have no idea who these people are, and they're walking out there like, here's your belt, and then it's like supposed to be a thing. And also, what the fuck was going on in that event when it goes from a bunch of old black dudes performing music, E40, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, I think there was somebody else in there. They're performing for 45 minutes. Can we give it up, fellas? And then it cuts to Pete Davidson and Ric Flair standing in some back room like WWE style doing one of those fucking stupid slap fight things where these fat guys stand over a barrel and give each other brain damage. And Ric Flair is just standing there fucking coked out of his mind, hammered, just screaming, woo, woo. It's like, dude, grandpa, hey, you gotta, like, I mean, didn't you make a, oh no, that's Hulk Hogan, never mind. Yeah, so it goes to that, and then it's just like, literally segueing out of that, it goes, and now, after this fat guy goes unconscious from getting slapped in the face, and then Pete Davidson's like, oh my God. Holy shit, I'm going to send this to my mom. I want her to be proud of me. This is crazy. What? I'm trying to be an actor. It's like, all right. Love Pete, but what's going on? I hope you got paid for that. And then it cuts out to the thing. It's like, and now Doja Cat. And then she's up there fucking doing whatever. Just like, you know, there's literally just asses shaking. It's just like they marketed this to children, by the way, and it's just 90% of it was just ass shaking. It was just ass shaking, and then a bunch of old guys were fighting each other, and then Jake Paul knocked out an older man. It cuts to, Doja Cat shake and girls shaking their ass on the fucking stage for 15, 20 minutes. And then it goes, but guys, thank you, Doja Cat, for that outstanding ass shaking. But now we would like to bring it down and talk about Marvin Hagler and DMX and about the great lives that they lived. And they start doing a tribute to two dead guys. So let's check the chain of events here. We have 4 old black guys performing music. Snoop Dogg, E40, Ice Cube, another guy, doing all old songs that they've been doing for 40 years. I think from that, we cut to Pete Davidson and Ric Flair reffing and commentating a slap fight with 2 fat guys over a barrel. And then it's like, okay, thanks for that, everybody. Now to Doja Cat. And then Doja Cat's on stage shaking her ass with 10 other girls. And everyone's like, wow, this is great. Then there's like, well, thank you guys, but we're going to bring it down. That was great. But we're going to bring it down to a tribute to Marvin Hagler and DMX. What the fuck was this event? It's the most insane shit I've ever seen in my life. I mean, we just had it off to the side and like put it on, and like for an hour and a half, nobody fought each other. It was just, I mean, and Bieber, holy hell. I mean, but I'm sure Bieber wanted to get the fuck out of there. It was just like, what is going on here? Whatever I'm being paid is absolutely not enough for me to be here to be doing this right now. This is absurd. But yeah, that was fun. Triller. Wow, they're really killing it, eh? There's like, let's get into the boxing world. And yeah, well, that's what I was saying with the crypto things. Every goddamn turn, they're just like, hey, buy an NFT. Buy an NFT off of us. Hey, guys, buy an NFT off of us. Like, aren't these NFTs selling for thousands of dollars? Like, what kid bought this on their credit card? Or what 50-year-old man sitting at home is just like, I'd like the NFT of that. Yeah, I'll get the NFT of Jake Paul flipping upside down with his trainer in the back, stretching. I'd like that. How much would you like? 75,000. Oh, wow. I would have paid more. Wow, what an event. I'm glad, events like sporting events are taking place like this. I'm glad that boxing has reached such a height, Yeah, Marvin Hagler, by the way. I love how they cut to Marvin Hagler. It's like Marvin Hagler would have been disgusted at what was going on here in this boxing event. Marvin Hagler was happy he died before this happened. I know it. He was just like, oh, God. Thank God. He's looking down, as they say, looking down on everybody. He's looking down. He's like, hey, thank God I got out in just in time. Not a day too late. Because what the fuck is going on here? The sport that I gave my life to and built up, and yeah. Now Ric Flair is officiating a slap fight. Doja Cat shaking her ass, and then they're just like, rest in peace, Marvin Hagler. Anyways, here's Jake Paul and Ben Askren. Yeah, holy shit. But Ben Askren did get fucking clapped hard, so you know what? Good for Jake Paul, man. He's just paying people that he knows he can beat up, and then, puts on a whole event, and people end up watching, so good for him, Good for him. Speaking of amazing athletes that are past their prime, I was out on Friday playing a little street ball, as I do. As you can definitely tell from a man dressed as I am, I like to get down on the courts. I like to run up and down. I like to set hard screens. I like to take contact on driving layups. I like to bang threes. So we're playing a little street ball. We're just shooting around, me and a couple buddies. And this guy comes over and he's like, hey, you want to run some 2-on-2? We're like, we'd already been playing for a bit. We're like, we're kind of, he's like, all right, never mind. But like, all right, we'll play. So we start playing. Then I guess somebody he knows comes up, and he's wearing a matching jersey and shorts. Already love this guy. Already a legend. I've never been to this court before. Already this guy's the legend of the court. I know this. I know this to be fact. And he pulls up, and I cannot believe my eyes when he turns around and I see what is written on the back of his shorts. It says King Handles. Now, this man is about 5'5", about 230 pounds. Yes, he's balding. He's hilarious. This is such a fucking funny guy. And it says King Handles on the back of his shorts that match the jersey that he's wearing. And it's not a team or anything. I don't know where. I have no idea where you would purchase this set of clothing from. This is a one of one. Where this is a one of one set that this guy was wearing. I would have paid him any amount of money to have that and framed it in my house. I would have never worn it. I would have done that thing like dads do that have like a little bit of money, you know, and they start putting up shit in the basement. It's like jerseys behind fucking glass. And you're just like, oh wow. He's like, yep, that's his jersey. And it's just like, oh yeah, nice. You like that guy? It's like, yeah, he's good. It's like, oh, so you just like you're kind of a fan and you just have the jersey like, you know, behind glass in the basement. It's like, yeah, just, you know, I'm a dad, so like, you know, certain things I can kind of decorate the basement with. So it's just like kind of jerseys and, you know, jerseys behind glass, you know, pictures of golf, you know, with funny sayings, fishing stuff. I can put, gone fishing stuff I can put up in the basement. I'm very limited as a father here of how I can decorate this basement. So, you know, swim with the classics. Yeah, this guy's hilarious, man. He ends up being on my buddy's team, and he's just fucking jacking up shots from all over the place, missing absolutely everything. He's like, I'm warming up. Just warming up. Me and this other dude. I mean, teams were a little bit unfair. I'm with this giant, like, 6'3" black guy. It's just me and him. And my buddies with this 5'5" King Handles. Oh, the buddy's just fucking throwing shots around, just doing nothing. Oh, my God. Good times, though. Street balling's the best. I mean, you're making friends, you know. You're being involved in diversity. You're actually being involved in diversity. You're not sitting, you know, you're not part of one of these corporations that tries to manufacture diversity. You're out there playing sports and like, you know, meeting and talking to. That's the thing with all these corporate people is like they don't actually have any diversity like in their friends or their families or anything, but their job is like diversity specialist or something. It's like you have no friends that are your friends are white. When you and your friends get together, it looks like a Klan rally. You guys have to like specifically be like, hey, this isn't a white thing. This is just girls getting together for wine. It's like, oh well, what are you guys discussing? You know, The Bachelor. It's like, that sounds like a Klan thing to me. So that's the new Klan. Girls getting together discussing The Bachelor. All white girls getting together discussing. That's more dangerous than the Klan. I'll make that statement. Bunch of white girls sitting around drinking wine talking about The Bachelor is a more dangerous group and should be treated as such than the Klan. I'm willing to go on record to say that, and I will defend that in court if I need to. Holy shit. Oh, I almost quit the podcast this week. Yeah. Big, man, you know, just when you get into the game of yelling into a microphone and putting it up on the internet, you just know that, you know, people are going to see it and some people are not going to like it, and that's okay. And I had a gentleman who left a mean-spirited message on my YouTube, and I was very excited. Because, you know, once you start getting people hating on it, those are the people that are going to watch. And so he's since deleted, and I'll explain why, but he has since deleted his mean messages, but I remember them. So I'll recount to you how this kind of went down. So I'm at work and I get a buzz on my phone. And because I'm a sick person and I'm technology dependent and my brain's broken, I immediately grab it and look at it. And it's a YouTube notification. Now, I just started my YouTube, so not a lot of notifications are coming through at the moment. I'm not Mr. Beast, okay? That fucking guy. That guy's just like, we put $45 billion in the middle of this abandoned fucking prison, and we're gonna fucking send people in there and shoot paintballs at them. The first person to find it. 400 million views on the video. Oh my! It's like, what is this? All right. So I'm not Mr. Beast. We've established that. Mr. Beast, you know, it's just like this. It's like this small, thin, fucking white dude, Mr. Beast. Beast mode. Not a lot of notifications are coming through. So I get one. I'm just like, oh wow, what is this now? Is my shit popping off? Am I viral? And it says, mate, I wish I had never clicked on this. You should not be a content creator. I wish you good luck with this. You're going to need it. Now, I have mixed feelings because I'm happy that I finally have somebody hating on this because, you know, that's when things start getting good. That's when numbers start coming in. Now, I'm very happy to have my first hater. Big moment for me. But I was also like, it made me, I don't know. It made me feel, just like, fuck. God damn it. Just like, I mean, somebody I don't even know who this person is. Never seen their face. Don't know what they look like. And they just wrote a fucking message. And it still just hits you because we're all weak people deep down inside, no matter what. And it hits you and you're just like, yeah, you know what? They're right. I'm a piece of shit and I should shut my mouth and I should never do anything ever, really. I should not do anything ever because I don't like being criticized and I don't like when people don't like me. It sucks. I thought that for a second, but you know, I was like, hey, how am I going to reply to this? But since I'm a spiritually whole person, I lead with love first and foremost. I don't do negativity. I do positive. I live a positive vibes only lifestyle. So that's what I do. I lead with love. And I write back to him, hey, thanks, Rob. Love you, buddy. Couple of kissy faces. Now, the kissy faces were a little much because he might have been able to tell that I was being somewhat sarcastic. But he just writes back, Aidan Sousa, I'm just saying step your game up a little bit. I want to subscribe soon. Now, I realize that's a fucking insane thing to say. First of all, I have like 2 weeks worth of videos. There's like maybe 7 videos up there. And he's like, step your game up. I would like to subscribe soon, but your stuff's not quite at my quality. Okay. You fucking lunatic. And then, yeah, I'd like to subscribe soon. And then he says something else too. Actually, let me see. Because he said, yeah, he goes like, you know, I'd like to subscribe soon, but yeah, Aidan Sousa, just up your game. I want to subscribe one day. And then no, I don't get to reply to that. He goes, honestly, he replies so quick after. Honestly, it's almost 4 a.m. in Taiwan. I still clicked. You're winning. On the plus side, you have a very international audience. Now I know that this guy's full-blown fucking insane. Because what the fuck are you talking about? So he says mate, so I'm like, okay, this is a guy from the UK. Then he says it's 4 a.m. in Taiwan, and he's watching my videos. And then he's just like, you're winning. Like, I'm winning. So my videos have like my one video has like 50 views. Everything else has like fucking like less than 10. I don't know who's winning here. I'm just kind of putting the stuff up. And he's like, you have a very international audience. So you're the only person that you know of that has watched it where you are. So what are you talking about? And then I just write back to him. Oh, then he says, "Do your thing, my brother. I shall keep watching." So he's completely switched now. He's completely switched over to the other side. Because it's a video about the Ghislaine Maxwell one, and he's like, "She is a nasty one." And then he goes, "Also, allegedly will keep you off the algorithm. She isn't in prison yet. She's pre-trial." So apparently this guy's got extensive knowledge of the YouTube algorithm, and he's trying to help me out now because we're best friends now. He went from telling me that I'm like useless and should never do this, never make, never do a podcast, never do anything again. After watching one 2-minute clip of my show. But also he's a man that has 3 videos himself. I looked 3 or 4 videos himself with a like combined total of less than 100 views. So I don't know what he's done since he's got such an extensive knowledge of the algorithm to keep himself off the algorithm. However, I just wrote, after he goes, "She isn't in prison, she's pre-trial." I just wrote, "Keep on killing it, man." And I wrote that because this is what made me feel better. I took a look at his profile, and we're going to pull up one of his videos, and we're going to watch it together. And you know what? If Rob ends up watching this episode, which, I mean, he said he wanted to subscribe one day. So and he said, "I shall keep watching." So if he keeps watching, then he's probably not going to be too happy about this because, Rob, I'm going to kind of go in on you here, bud. But I opened up his his YouTube channel, and he's got 4 videos or something like that, a couple playing guitar. I was like, okay, not interested in that. But he's got one titled Big Ben, and it's just a front-facing shot of him with his cell phone. So I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Let's see what he's got to say. And I just see what his face looks like, and immediately I feel so much better. Now, that's a rude thing for me to say, but he came at me. Do not come at me if you look like you do. If you look like you got into a fight with a wall, where a headbutting match with a wall is how I would describe how this man's face got to how it is. He got into a headbutting fight with the wall, and he lost. And he has permanent damage. I'll show you how he looks in a second, but that made me feel a lot better when I saw the look of this man. I was just like, okay, this person is ill. He's mentally ill. And that's what YouTube comments are, Do you know anybody that leaves YouTube comments? Do you know anybody that has the time? Do you even know people that leave, get into, Instagram and Facebook things where they're actually, typing? Those people are fucking psychopaths. And those are, this guy is just on random YouTube pages at 4 a.m. leaving messages like, "You're good luck with this, bud. You're going to need it. You fucking suck, idiot." And then as soon as so I'm just like, okay, this person's sick. I was like, he just needs somebody he just wants somebody to say something to him. And he just wants somebody to interact with him. So I'm just like, "Hey, love you, buddy." And then he's just like, he's like, "Oh, okay, well, sorry, bud." He literally turns and just goes, I just go, "Keep on killing it, man." And he just goes, "I will. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Sorry for being a dick." I mean, Jesus Christ, Rob. If you're going to tell me to go fuck myself, at least stick to it. Don't fucking switch on me and be like, "Hey, bud, pleasure to be your acquaintance. Say sorry about being a dick earlier." Just stick to it, Rob. Just be like, "Nah, you fucking suck, bro. You're a piece of shit. I hate you." I would have preferred that. Be like, "Nah, you're not funny. You fucking suck, dude." I would have respected that. I've lost all respect for you, Rob. I know you just wanted somebody to talk to and you're mentally ill and things are not good. Things are not good where you're at. You're in Taiwan for some reason. You probably left the UK because you fucking killed your girlfriend and probably killed your girlfriend, stuffed her in a dumpster somewhere and took off to Taiwan, and you can't go back and you're in hiding. And based on your videos, it looks like you're in hiding, but I would not be uploading these, Rob. They will find you. Especially if you're leaving comments like this. They will find you. All right, so let's just watch Rob's video. And my buddy Rob, we're best friends. I'm going out to Taiwan as soon as I can here. I'm literally getting the vaccine so that I can go meet up with my bud Rob in Taiwan. Come on, Trudeau, open up the borders, bud. I wanna go to Taiwan. Okay, everybody, this is my first YouTube hater and also my best friend, Rob Steele. Let's see.
Right. I was just watching the news, and there's a lot of things that are irritating me.
Off the jump, seems a little methy, shirtless. He's in a horribly painted room. This color is atrocious. What the fuck is this? He's like rubbing his face. I mean, it's probably 4 a.m. in Taiwan, right? You know, he's just up late as fuck doing this stuff. And he opens it up with, I've been watching the news. This is good that this guy's watching the news. This is the guy that you want watching the news and being like, hey, I have some opinions. So let's hear what his opinions are.
The top of what's eating Gilbert's grapes fucking list this week, man, is...
The top of what's eating Gilbert's grapes. Now, I don't know what that means. If you're British and you see this, please help me out and let me know what that means. I love that phrase already, and I have no idea what it fucking means. But I will use it all the time now. What is it? The top of Gilbert's grapes?
Top of what's eating Gilbert's grapes.
The top of what's eating Gilbert's grapes. Great. That's my new favorite phrase. I'm using that all the time now. I'm going to be at work and they're just be like, hey, Aidan, you seem a little off today, bud. Is something going on? Just start rubbing my face like Rob's. Boys, the top of what's eating Gilbert's grapes for me today is the Dogecoin price. I need it to keep going. I got everything in there. I have no Canadian dollars. That's what's at the top of eating Gilbert's grapes for me today. I have no Canadian dollars. All my money's in crypto. Can you guys please buy me food? I have nowhere to live. All my money's in Ethereum. Okay, let's see.
Fucking list this week, man, is clocks.
Clocks. All right.
See that there? That's broken. That clock's broken. Just like fucking Big Ben is fucking broken. You see this clock? It's like...
Now, I might have some dumb listeners out there. He's talking about Big Ben in London. It's a big, like, clock tower. He's not talking about Big Ben Roethlisberger, the rapist quarterback. Just wanted to clear that up.
Oh, it's going to be really expensive to fix. I think it might be...
really thinking hard here. Really thinking hard. Those teeth are great, bud.
It might be £40 million. You know that? I don't know where I get that figure from. It might be £40 million to fix this clock. It might be £40 million. £40 million that they'll find to fix the clock. See this clock here around? I have no idea how much that's going to cost to fix, but let's have a look. At the back here, or somewhere around the side, you'll find a simple clip. Ah, yes. That seems to be the problem.
Oh, we got a little view of the apartment here. Okay, okay, massive knife just sitting on the table. Next to what appears to be a pair of scissors. A big fan. Okay, let's see if I can see any more here. Was that a bunch of beers at the front door, like a stack? Nice.
You should put it in the right way. Don't know that there's a dick. And I think it's working. See that? A battery. I fixed the clock with a battery. £40 million fucking pound. If they do spend £40 million on that, they need to fucking make sure it's got en suite.
So, you know, this man told me I should never create anything ever again. And that if I did want to do it, I would need a lot of luck. And he wished it to me. And that's my best friend, everybody. I mean, you're like the ones that are stab you in the back are the ones that are closest to you. But I mean, that's the thing is like he's commenting this and like, does anybody really actually fucking mean anything they say anymore? People are just saying shit. They're just like, hey, fuck you. Fucking, I'm not taking, like, I mean, people just take hard stances and don't even really care that much about it. Just, hey, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. Just like, hey, man. Like, you know, all right, I appreciate the feedback. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching this. And there's like, I'm sorry, buddy. I was just kidding. I just wanted you to respond, really. I'm very lonely. I jerk off 8 times a day. And you're just like, well, last part was a little much for information, but, you know, thank you for apologizing. And you'd be like, so, you want to hang out? It's like, no, not really, dude. You know? I don't think I would like to hang out. You seem wildly unstable and yeah, like you're hiding from authorities. And that's cool. I'm not going to say anything. Hey, it's got nothing to do with me, brother. It's got nothing to do with me. God love you. I hope you get off. Good. I'm glad you killed that woman. She probably deserved it. She's probably running her mouth when you're trying to watch YouTube videos and comment hateful things on people's pages at 4 a.m. And she was probably like, hey, man, hey, can you get the fuck off the computer and stop wasting your life saying rude things to people? And then you just got up with that knife on the table and you just gave her a fucking good fucking jab. You're just like, you shut your mouth. It's like, I need to let Aidan know that he's fucking sucks. This fucking Aidan guy. Joking about how Ghislaine Maxwell doesn't fucking clean her prison cell. I don't like it. And I need him to know it. And you're over here yapping. And now I have to kill you. But God bless Rob. And if he sees this, man, I mean, you know, fair is fair. Make a response video. How about that? Why don't we get into a YouTube beef? Maybe we can pump our numbers up. We're both a little low on the numbers. Let's get into old beef. You know, you seem to know the algorithm. Help me out. Let's help each other out. Oh man. Speaking of fucking lunatic people that are grown men. Now, this might be a controversial statement, and it'll only be controversial to the people that it affects directly, and they will not be happy about it. But good. I hope that when you hear this, you change your way of thinking and ultimately your way of living. If you are a man above the age of 22, we'll say I'll give you till 22. That's, 18 years, high school, whatever. Say you go to university, college after that, 4 years. I hope you figured it out before that, but I'll give you till 22. If you are a man, a grown man above the age of 22, and you do not know how to cook for yourself, and you are eating frozen pizzas, you are putting chicken nuggets in the oven, you are eating French fries, I'm not saying every once in a while, I'm saying this is your diet. You're snacking as if you're on a field trip. You're like carrying like Welch's and granola bars around, and you're just like, they're good. You got Rice Krispie squares. It's like, sir, you're 32 years old. Can you put the fruit roll up away? Hey, Jeremy. Hey. That's your third fruit roll up, bro. What the fuck are you doing? Put it down. But I like it. It's like, why do you have a mini bag of Oreos? Where do you even find that? Did you go to Costco to buy 100 bags of mini Oreos? What is that? What are you doing? What I'm saying, guys, is you need to fucking grow the hell up and figure it out. You cannot be a almost 30-year-old man and you don't know how to cook anything for yourself. You're like, what's for dinner tonight? I don't know. I'll throw some fucking dino nuggets and some crinkle fries in the oven. You just fill a baking sheet. I hope you are so high if that ever happens. If you are doing that even mildly sober, you are sick. You're more sick than if you were a drug addict. If you're sober and that's how you eat, that's the most fucked up thing I've ever heard in my life. So what I'm saying, guys, is you need to fucking clean it up and you need to figure it out. There's too many guys, and especially the job I do, I see a lot of people, and I'll get to the guy that brought this up, and I've worked with the guy before that, I mean, these guys that are almost 30 years old and like their lunches are like a Ziploc bag of like yesterday's Delissio pizza. And like they'll have like this guy like cooked chicken fries out of a box, like Jane's chicken fries, and he like brought like a Tupperware full of them and just starts eating them like soggy. I mean, what the fuck are we doing here? What is wrong with you? You have no standards for life at all. You have no standards for how your body feels, how your brain works, how anything. Like you literally have no. You don't care at all. You don't, and these guys too are also always like they're always just, oh, my stomach's killing me. Yeah, you just ate a Ziploc bag of fucking day old pizza, like frozen pizza. No shit. You just ate 5 pieces of it for lunch out of a Ziploc bag. What the fuck's wrong with you? I just watched you eat day old chicken nuggets out of a Tupperware. They're all jammed in there. It's like the smallest Tupperware you can find. You put 10 nuggets in there and you're like eating them. You need to fucking clean it up, fellas. I mean, women, I don't know if you need to stop getting with these guys that can't fucking cook, that can't take care of themselves. It's fucked. You're going to end up doing it for them. And that's fucked. Unless that's a relationship you want. And if you do, I don't know, you got some issues too. And then, you know what? That's fine. But I was at work and I saw a gentleman having a break for lunch, as people do. They're just like, yeah, you know, it's lunchtime. Time to take a break. And he goes to his truck. He walks back and he has a liter of chocolate milk. It's a, it's like a little mini jug thing. He brings them out, sits her on the table, a little Dairyland. Sits down, cracks it open, takes a sip, pulls out a pack of cigarettes, has a smoke, finishes his cigarette, drinks a little bit of chocolate milk. It's a liter, so we'll say he did it in three even, sets of drinking. So he did 333 milliliters each time. So he drinks 333 milliliters, lights up another smoke. I guess this won't work out for my timing. So this time he drinks. Oh no, it does work. 333 milliliters. Has a smoke. So he's got a third left of the chocolate milk, has his third cigarette. Then he finishes the chocolate milk. And so he's had a liter of chocolate milk and 3 cigarettes so far for lunch. I'm just sitting there watching. Like, what is happening right now, truly? This man may die right here. His insides might just be like, what is this? What is this? What combination is this? What is happening? There's like lactose and fucking 100 grams of sugar. It's just like, holy fuck, is that tar? Like nicotine just flooding the system. Is it like your body's just like, what the fuck is going on here? Just like, nah, shut it down. So he finishes that. And he takes out a little Tupperware thing and starts eating little pieces of fruit. Say, hey, bro. Hey, man. I mean, I know, like, it's not a lot of fruit. It's a tiny little bit of fruit. But it's just like, dude, he's just like, yeah, get a little bit of health. It's just like, bro, what the fuck are we doing here? How do you fucking have that? How do you have 3 cigarettes and a liter of chocolate milk and then just be like, all right, well, time for something. Now that I've had my treat, time for something healthy. I'll have a little bit of fruit. That'll balance things out. You know, life's about balance. I smoke 10 cigarettes and then I eat a handful of spinach. So balances out. Like, I mean, the amount of abuse people put on their bodies and just go through life that way. And they just feel like shit all the time. These people are just irritable. They're overweight. They irritable. They can't manage their emotions. Their brain is like foggy all the time. And they're just like, and it's, I'm stuck on it because it's just like, you know, they don't know any better, but also it's just like, bro, you're like, I mean, some of these people are in their 40s. It's just like, I'm sorry that you had to have figured out this isn't working by now. And that's not my fault. I'm not rude now for being like, you're just a fucking idiot because you just feel like this all the time and you've chosen to do zero about it. Less than zero about it. You just fucking shovel nuggets and you have like 10 nuggets and a liter of chocolate milk for lunch and then you're just like walking around like, I don't feel good. And it's just like, yeah, bro. It's like have like a brownie and stuff. It's like, I just like to have a treat. It's like, grow the fuck up. How about that? Why don't you stop eating like it's a fucking like an 8-year-old's birthday party all the time? Having pizza and shit at lunch. It's like, are you trying to get anything done here or not? Because you're not going to get anything done when doing this. Your brain doesn't work, you're useless. Jesus Christ. What's happening? What is happening to men here? Can you eat a fucking goddamn good meal and then, you know, have your brain working, have your body working, and then go and do your goddamn job? And then when you go home, or it's the weekend or whatever, and you want to fucking get stoned out of your mind and eat 100 chicken nuggets, as we've found out and we went over in the second episode, I've done that too. It's not great. I won't say that it led me to anything good, but it's delicious. But if you want to do that, at least do that at home, please. Have some goddamn respect for yourself. And have some respect for the people around you. Jesus Christ. Do you think I want to see a 45-year-old man have chocolate milk and cigarettes and like snacks and like Rice Krispie squares for lunch? That's hard. It's hard to watch. It's hard to look at. Watch a 30-year-old man make bagel bites for dinner? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Who raised you? Ew. Oh, man. It drives me nuts, you know? These fucking guys out here. And you know what? Women pick them up and it's like, yeah, but he's kind of cute. It's just like, dude, he's a fucking overgrown adolescent. He's a 12-year-old that just got taller and got his driver's license. I mean, his brain is fucked. He's just like, I'm too tired when I get home to make anything. It's just like, yeah, dude, you ate a bag of pizza for lunch. Oh, you don't have energy? Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, maybe it was, dude, I had a guy ate a bag of barbecue chips for lunch. Could there be anything more white trash than that? Could there be anything more white trash than standing there on a lunch break eating a bag of barbecue chips? No. No would be the answer. Maybe all dressed. If they were all dressed chips, I think that would be slightly more white trash. Be close. Just saying, guys, we got to fucking clean it up, man. Clean it up, fellas. You want to be a fucking crypto billionaire like me? You got to clean it the fuck up. Have some nice vegetables. Have some good meat. Cook your meat. Season your meat. Please, for the love of God, white people. People try to get into shape and they're just cooking fucking chicken breasts and just eating it with like plain white rice. Like, for the love of God. Stop this. I'd almost rather you eat a bag of barbecue chips than this. Clean it up, fellas. All right. I have a meeting with Elon. We're discussing what else we would like to explode and make a big deal out of. We are discussing hanging out with Joe Rogan and Dave Chappelle. That's what we've been doing. That's what he's been doing a lot lately. So we're going to talk about that. And we're pretty much just going to try to pump Dogecoin up as high as we can. Just take over this fucking world. That's what we're going to do. Thank you guys for listening so much. I will post the clips as I do on the Instagram and the YouTube every week. Please go subscribe to the YouTube. We got to get those numbers up so that Rob stops fucking coming after me and making fun of me. He's really killing me. Rob's hammering me here. Follow the Instagram, please, as you've been doing, and download the podcast, where you get it. Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts. If you have any other one, fucking, I don't know what to tell you. You're a second-class person. You're a subhuman. You're a cretin. Get it together. Yeah. Get it. Buy some fucking cryptos. Get rid of your Canadian dollars. Get rid of your US dollars. It's all worthless. Buy XRP. Buy Ethereum. Exit the real world. Buy Dogecoin. And yeah, that's it. Buy Dogecoin. Buy crypto. Clean it up. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye.